Hello and welcome to this yoga practice for the core. My name is Doris. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to all those that have been on the mat with me before. So in this practice we're going to be targeting the core, and often people think of core and abdominals as of the same thing. However, the core involves a lot more muscles of the upper back, such as shoulders, arms, back, chest. So it's really the whole package. It allows us to be stable, it allows us to have a supported posture and all that good stuff. So whenever you're ready, I'm going to meet you on the mat. Okay, so we're going to warm up a little bit, and coming into a seat, you can choose to sit on your heels or on your sit bones with your legs crossed, whatever works for you. Maybe just giving the shoulders a bit of a shake to release some tension that might still be present in those areas. Taking just a few rounds of breath before we start moving, because yoga is so much more than just movement. It's breath work, it's mind-body connection, and it's really just taking some time for yourself. Final round of breath here, in and out. And then we're going to start moving the spine, inhaling, opening the chest like a seated cow. Exhale, rounding back, chin to chest, rocking back onto the sit bones. Inhale, arching the spine forward. And exhale, rounding back. So just connecting to your breath here, which is something that we're going to be doing a lot today. And we're just going to warm up the spine, and as we warm up the spine, we automatically involve some muscles of the core. So maybe you can feel your back working as you arch forward, and maybe you can feel those abdominals working, supporting you as you lean back. You could even pull that belly a little more inwards to get a bit more engagement out of it. But we will also work the abs plenty in the later part, so don't worry too much about that. Just a few more rounds here, warming up. And then eventually returning to a seat. And then we're going to meet in a tabletop position. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and really making sure we spread the weight equally across the hands and palms, because we're going to be on our hands a fair bit. And if that ever gets too much, you can try being on your palms or on your forearms, although I try to switch it up so the hands don't get tired. Okay, from here, keeping the arms extended and just dropping the chest a bit more to the ground, and then push the ground away. So like mini push-ups that sort of happen within the body. Allowing shoulders, the back, the chest to all work here. Trying to keep the rest of the body still, or just move as a connection to your upper back. Gazing down, nice long neck. Final breath in and out. And then finding that engagement, pushing the ground away, maybe spreading those fingers a bit more, tugging the toes under. Take a breath in and out to just let the knees hover, push the heels away from you. So we're sort of in a floating tabletop. Push the ground away. Maybe you can feel your core working. Maybe you can feel a fire burning. Take a breath in and out to drop the knees down. Notice how you're feeling. And then we're going to do that one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Let those knees hover, hover, hover. Heels push back, push the ground away from you. Another breath in and out. This time extend to downward facing dog. Maybe walk your dog just for a moment, spreading those fingers, pushing a bit more weight towards the feet. And then finding stillness in your down dog. Feel free to bend the knees. Breathing in and out to return to your hovering table. And in, down dog. So we're moving between those two. Exhale, hover. Inhale, down dog. And you can change how you breathe. So you could come inhale down and exhale up. That might feel more intuitive to some bodies. Sometimes it can be a bit easier to engage your abdominals when you exhale. My voice is quivering. What it is to be alive. Let's take a final round here, in and out. And then returning to down dog. Let's just walk those feet a little bit. Shaking the head no. Shaking the head yes. And then finding stillness. Shifting the weight a bit more into the left foot. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale, bend that right knee, arching the back towards the sky and thinking nose to knee as you come forward towards the hands. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale, shift forward, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. And then extend. And open that hip towards the sky, bend the right knee. Right heel to bum, right knee to sky. And then extend the right leg back and step it down. Walk your dog here. Maybe side out, shake that head. And then let's switcheroo. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, shifting forward, rounding the spine, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, touching towards the left elbow. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right elbow. And inhale, extend. Open the hip. Bend the knee. Breathing in and out. And then square those hips. Left foot steps back, bringing the knees down, sitting back onto your heels and just circling your wrists. Giving everything a bit of a shake. Maybe massaging your wrists here as well. We're going to give them a bit of a break. I can feel my breath has picked up the pace ever so slightly. All right, so we're going into tabletop, and then where the hands are, we're going to come onto the forearms, so giving the wrists a bit of a break. And then here, finding your engagement. So really actively pulling those forearms apart as if you were to rip that mat into two pieces. And then here again, dropping between the shoulder blades and pushing your weight out. So just a few more rounds. Might feel completely different. You can also do this really in any position where the chest is facing down. So it could be even a plank, forearm plank. And then pushing the ground away from you. And then just shifting the weight a bit back, more towards the heels, and then front nose towards the mat. So kind of keeping a straight, active spine, just pushing the weight back and front. Maybe you can feel your arms, your back working. You can connect to your breath as you exhale, sink it back. And inhale, coming forward. Let's just take 2 more rounds of breath here. In and out. And then coming into our neutral spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and exhale, pushing the ground away from you. Cat-cow on your forearms. Making sure the head is loose. And then we start the movement from the pelvis. And then lastly, we move the head. All right, let's come back into neutral spine. Maybe you want to interlace those hands. That can usually give us a bit more strength in the shoulders. And then tugging the toes under, push those shoulder blades away from the ground. Take a breath in and exhale, hips to the sky. Dolphin, so downward dog on our forearms, maybe generous bend in the knees. Keep on breathing as you push the sit bones up towards the sky, gazing towards the feet. One more breath in and out here. And then inhale like we did before, shifting the weight a bit to the front, nose towards fingers. Exhale, shift back. 4 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale back. Inhale and exhale. Continue moving. And then knees down. Let's sink those hips back into child's pose. Maybe you want to reach those hands back, giving your wrists and hands a bit of a break. Breathing in and out. Let's find our way one last time back into forearm tabletop. Maybe interlacing those hands again and then pushing the ground away from your shoulder blades. Step the right leg back and the left leg to find your forearm plank. One strong line, gazing down towards the ground. Feel your body working, glutes engaged. And then shifting the weight into the left outer foot, reaching the right arm up here. Strong core, strong sides of the body. And then coming back. And then shifting into the right foot, reaching the left arm up. And then back. Finding your forearm plank here, and maybe just shifting the hips a bit right and left, sort of slight hip dips without going too deep. And another breath in and out, and the knees down. Coming to sit on your heels, giving the hands a bit of a shake, maybe just massaging the forearms. Just taking a moment to connect to yourself. This is still a yoga practice. This is not a workout or we aim to only sweat and work the muscles. It might be one of the aims, but it's not the only thing or obstacle that we're really interested in. And then we take our last position on our hands before we flip it to the back. So hands underneath the shoulders. Let's step those feet back one at a time, finding our plank. Hands this time. Strong core, shifting the weight a bit into the left hand so the right hand can tap the left shoulder. Back and switcheroo. Maybe step those feet a bit apart so you have a bit more space. And trying to keep the body as still as possible. I know that's easier said than done. And don't worry about it too much. But just if you feel like this is something you could control, then this is something that you could try. And then once you tap that right shoulder, come back into your plank, step the left foot a bit out, back, right foot out, and keep moving. Little toe taps. Find that strong core. Next time the right foot taps, let's bring it back, knees down, sitting back on your heels, Shake it out. Maybe you want to bring those legs out in front. Once again, cross-legged seat or sitting on your heels. And then inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale, let's twist to the right. A little bit of movement and massaging of the core. Relax the left shoulder. Right hand supports you behind the body. Taking one round of breath in and out. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale to the left. Right hand to left thigh, left hand behind you. Let's relax that right shoulder. Growing tall. And then inhale back to center. And then bring those legs out one side if you haven't already. Stepping the feet onto the mat, making sure you've got space behind you. And then let's reach those arms out in front. Inhale. Exhale slowly with control, rolling down vertebra by vertebra, pushing the lower back into the ground, reaching those arms overhead. Inhaling here. And exhale with first the arms and the head, then the shoulders, then the rest of the body. We come back up. Take a breath in. And exhale, roll it all the way down. Reach it up. And as you exhale once more, roll it up one last time. Taking a breath in and maybe making this one the slowest one yet. Reach it overhead and then coming into a comfortable position on your back. Maybe you want to bring those knees together, feet wide, shoulders down, chin to chest. We're going to work now a little bit more with our abdominals. And for most of the positions, when the lower back, when the back is on the ground, we really want to aim for the lower back to stay connected. Once that lifts, we kind of lose the purpose of working with our abdominals. So that's our core indicator. Sometimes people think the lower you go, the more intense it is, but then we work with different muscles and can actually injure ourselves. So really thinking of slow, controlled, small movement rather than big and wide and whatsoever. All right, feet step onto the ground, knees towards the sky, arms alongside the body. They sort of work as your stabilizer. Taking a breath in, and then as you exhale, hug the knees in, lift the legs towards the chest. Maybe the pelvis rises, and then coming back down. Maybe you want to keep those feet lifted. Inhale, and exhale, sort of coming up into shoulder stand. Let's do that 3 more times. And lift. Trying to go slow, not with too much momentum. And this is obviously not where we focus on the lower back, because it's lifted and we want it to be lifted. Last one. And then hug those knees into the chest, rock side to side. Chin to chest. And then reaching arms and legs towards the sky. You can also bend the knees, have the shins parallel to the ground. Now really thinking of your lower back here. Inhale. Exhale, right arm, left leg extends. And inhale back. Exhale, left arm, right leg extends. Inhale back. Exhale, right arm, left leg extends. And back to center. Keep on moving here. And as we move diagonally, it's likely that the lower back will stay grounded as if we just did it with the legs, because we kind of pull it into 2 directions. Really push it down, pull the navel towards the spine. And let's just go twice more on each side. Chin to chest. And then hug the knees in. Maybe rock side to side. And then stepping the feet onto the mat, knees up towards the sky, arms alongside the body. Let's move into a shoulder bridge. Inhale, lifting the pelvis, the spine towards the sky, glutes engaged. Connect to your breath. If you'd like, you could lift your heels here to engage a little bit more those glutes, those legs. Final breath in and out. Release pelvis down. Just take a moment here. And hugging the knees into the chest, crossing the right leg over the left and maybe hooking that right foot underneath the left shin or left calf, reaching the arms towards the sky and then left arm on top of right, tangling the arms into your eagle arms together. Maybe you can already feel those abdominals working. Inhale, just extending the arms and legs away from you. Think of your lower back. Exhale, lifting the head, bringing elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. That one is a killer for me. Exhale, crunch. One more. Inhale and exhale. Release it all. Maybe bring the hands towards the inner corners of your ankles, knees wide. Moving side to side. And then knees together. This time left leg wraps around the right, right arm around the left. Lower back down, inhale, extend, exhale, crunch, and two more. And then release it. Maybe soles of the feet together, maybe just taking up space with your arms. And just notice how the body's feeling. Maybe take 3 rounds of horse breath with me to release some tension that might still be lingering in the body. So we breathe in and in. Last one. And then open the arms in a T, hug those knees in, and just let them both drop to the right side. Maybe right hand to outer left thigh, really ground that left shoulder down. And in this twist, we try to kind of squeeze and massage parts of the core and invite space after all that strengthening and core work that we've done. Maybe the eyes are starting to close. Maybe you can allow the body to become heavy again. Final breath in and out. Releasing the right arm from your leg, bring those legs through center to the other side. Maybe left hand finds the outer right thigh as you allow the back to be heavy. Maybe the breath is slowly becoming more steady or mindful and slower. Final breath in and out. And then slowly bring those legs back to center. Maybe you just want to bring the knees together, feet wide, perhaps hands on the body, or maybe extend those legs. Just to briefly invite some moments of rest, some opportunity for the body to digest and to put everything in order that just happened. Taking a deep breath in and out again. Maybe hugging the knees into the chest. And then extending those arms and legs towards the sky to just rotate your wrists and your feet one way and then the other. Hands behind the knees to make your way up to a seat. Relax those shoulders, sit upright, sit up tall, and just notice how your body feels after some movement now. Perhaps bringing the hands together in front of the heart as you take a breath in and out to bow the head as a humble gesture of gratitude towards body and mind. And thank you for taking this time with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking this time with me and to move your body. I definitely feel it in my core, arms, shoulders, abdominals, you name it. And I sometimes feel that core work can have a rap of being really intense and sweaty and whatever, and that's perfectly fine. I definitely got sweaty as well, and you could tell that my breath was increased. But I also think it's fair to take some time to rest between poses and to not go for like the crazy burn, and to do it a little more mindful, a little more in the approach of yoga, at least in my opinion. And if you enjoyed practices like this, make sure to check out my online yoga studio. You can find the link down in the description box. 7 days for free, no strings attached. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like, comment how the practice was for you, and share it with a friend or two. And until the next time, take care and see you soon.